In this tutorial, I'll venture into the effects section, and I want to start by concentrating on the drive effect and the EQ effect. Now, again, all of your effects will be found when you click on this button in the control bar that says effects. Now, even though you see the EQ first in the series from going left to right and then the drive, in the signal chain, the drive actually happens before the EQ. And there are some reasons for that that will become obvious as I start to demonstrate the drive effect. Some electric piano players, like a lot of electric piano players, love to play their electric pianos through tube amplifiers because tube amplifiers are going to give them a huge range of tones. The vintage electric piano drive effect simulates the characteristics of a tube amp on your vintage electric piano. So on your actual drive effect here, we just focus here on the drive, you basically have a power button here, which allows you to turn the effect off or bypass the effect altogether if you don't want it there. But when the gain is all the way down, it's basically the equivalent of having the power off. So right now with the gain all the way down, the amp is not necessarily doing anything. So you hear no difference in the sound when I turn that on and off because the gain is all the way down. To the right of the power button, you actually see the drive mode switch. And this will allow you to switch between two different types of distortion or two different types of drive. The second one being a much more aggressive type of distortion, as you'll see when I demonstrate it here in a second. The gain knob allows you to set the amount of harmonic distortion you want to apply to the electric piano model that you've chosen. Again, when the gain knob is all the way down, it says off, so there's nothing happening there. And then you can drive it as much as you want all the way up to 30. To the right of the gain knob, you have your tone knob. And the tone knob actually allows you to kind of EQ your sound before the gain and before the distortion is actually applied to it. So if you use your tone, you see it actually shows up in hertz. So if I move it over here to the left, it goes more towards low frequencies, and this will give you a softer, more mellow tone. If it becomes too soft, then you can fix it after the fact with your EQ because it happens after the drive. If I push it to the right, then we will get a lot more aggressive, more harsh, more distorted characteristics of high frequencies in the sound. So let me demonstrate this to you. I'm going to start here with the tone set at about 260 hertz, which is a low frequency. So I'm going for a more muted tone and color. And I'm going to increase the gain as I play this MIDI region here. As you can hear, those low frequencies starting to be driven. Starting to sound more full. You can hear distortion kind of being added to those low frequency harmonics. Now let's listen to the same thing if I switch the mode from 1 to 2. You can hear that it's already a lot more aggressive, and you're getting higher frequency harmonics coming into the signal. To the point now where it's starting to get overly distorted, probably in your headphones. I'm going to bring this back down and switch it back to 1. I'll switch it back over to 2 again here in a second. This time I'm going to leave the gain right at about 10. And we should get a pretty nice warm sound here. And while it's playing, I'm going to increase the tonal color and I'm going to move it more towards the right. And you will hear the harmonic distortion switch from those soft, warm colors to a lot more aggressive, harsh distortion as I move it towards the right. Increase the gain a little bit. Starting to get a little bit of bite here. I just wanted to turn it all the way up so you can kind of get the full range of what could happen. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to bring this back down to where I had it at about 240 hertz and put this, maybe I'll start it at about 7 this time. And I'm going to switch to the second mode, and I'm going to do that same thing, work my way around to the higher frequencies. I may increase the gain a little bit, but you're going to hear how much more aggressive mode 2 is with the tonal color and the distorted effect that happens. Going to turn the gain up a little bit. So you can kind of see the differences between mode 1 and mode 2, and the tone basically, like I said, it acts as an EQ and allows you to boost the colors in different areas as you drive the gain towards distortion.